Hello, we're back again with the next installment, Age of Decadence Dracula playthrough. I'm now in Maadoran, just arriving, and there's some things I want to do. I don't just want to run forward, we're going to advance our storyline. I'm going to avoid a chance for a fight that I will actually be engaging in by hitting the map, going to the fort. There are three guys I want to fight, and I want to do it very soon. And if I fight them, and if you watch these videos, Vlad The Impaler, he uses that spear to back away and kill multiple enemies and basically leave a trail of bodies through the street. But we have a cutscene that would interrupt my fight that I want to get out the way first. And here it is. Basically, some citizens of Maadoran have come outside of a house. They want to kill the people that are inside, and I'm going to intervene and help. I'm not going to help them kill. I'm actually going to be peaceful. Who thought that Dracula, aka Vlad the Impaler, could be such a guy? But he's going to do this right now. And so I'm going to help this soldier who is trying to keep the peace. I'm going to skip through this, to save time. And I will just tell these people that that the people inside will be dealt with according to the law. I will gain a civil point here, and I'll gain a couple of more points when I go into the house and talk to the preacher in there. He is from Ganazar, and once again I'll be able to up my standing, my reputation with House Crassus. And on the next end of our conversation, we have it. Okay, so now what I want to do is I want to go back around by the arena, and I'm going to have a fight. I guess either way will get me there. And the fight would be difficult to do because it would be interrupted with that scene, and who knows, something like that happened one time. I don't remember how it ended, but it was a real pain. And here we go. Basically, caravans are arriving into the city, and I notice that two thugs are conning a merchant and leading him back into an alley. I'm going to help the merchant, and I'm going to kill the would-be killers, the thugs. And I will kill them all. And I'll do it with the usual strategy in mind. I would like to have poisoned my spear, but it's not going to be that bad of a thing. Basically, I'm going to back away. I'm going to keep jabbing and backing away. And I knew it would happen. I'll wait till I'm out of poison, basically, until I do anything. I will actually back away a little further, let that poison work. If the other guy comes within reach, I may give him a stab. Critical strike, good. We could never have enough. Bleeding too, I like it. Oh, if he would have been on the side, I would actually have given him a stab. Let's do it again, or not. We'll get these guys, though. Alright, is he close enough? Yeah, it's time to give him a shot, too. Okay, who knows, I might actually get rid of this guy right now. Well, now we know that I won't. Okay, it's time to finish him. You know what? I'm out of poison. So it's time I'm actually going to open the inventory now and put poison on the spear. And we're coming along good. We're going to be victorious. Feeling bold enough at this point to go ahead and do 2 attacks and then retreat. Okay, he's gone, so I'll stand my ground and face off with this guy who's running up. I'm gonna finish this right here and now. Ouch. Well, that's it. He's a goner. Now I'm back, and I get other skill points too for saving this guy, and he'll give me a knife that I'll sell. We'll go back, run through the streets, move the bodies. I don't know. I'm still carrying some items from the 2 guys that ambushed me on my way out of Tehran in the last episode. And on this map, they don't give you everything that you were given in Tehran. Everything was discovered where you could quick travel. First, we have to actually travel through these districts, and then we won't have to run back. Have a conversation. It's pretty much nothing to be gained by it. I usually, after I play through a few times, I space bar through it, but if it's a first run through, it's good to find out. Some people don't like the Colosseum because they tax too much, but we are working for the Colosseum, so that's just too bad. I'll also take this opportunity to break down a few items because pretty soon I'm going to make some reinforced leather gear. It'll actually help. It'll mitigate some of the damage I've been taking. I think while I'm here, because it won't be long, I'll be doing some more fighting. I will go ahead and visit the blacksmith, and I will buy some reinforced leather, and it will look pretty much like what he's got on, but it's got, you know, double the damage reduction, and still no attack penalties, very few penalties at all, I think, or low penalties. And so far I've been fighting in this game with the armor damage reduction of 2, and so it'd be nice to make it a 4. I'd like to get a better weapon, but I really have to up my crafting, and I'm not going to do that right now. While I'm here, I suppose I can go start the next main storyline. Like I said, we're working for the Coliseum, the Commerceum, and this is Strabos. We will greet him and we'll get our next job. We are going to begin a quest called Conspiracy. The leader of the city currently, Lord Galius, is going to be assassinated and replaced by his nephew, and we need support for this plot to unfold, and Strabos will be sending me to persuade 3 people. And these are the 3 people: Lady Lorenza Kalani, Legotus Pavola of the Imperial Guards, and another nobleman. This is the noblewoman, and a nobleman by the name of Lord Cena. And I picked it up. I'll just leave it at that. And as I pointed out in one of the earlier videos, every time you visit the leader of the guild that you are in, talk to some of his employers around, I can do a little bit of chit chat with this guy, and then I'll ask him again how he feels about dealing with the nobles, and I will get an increase to my persuasion. It has gone from 4 to 5 without having to do any training. And also, when you come here, you need to have at least 500 gold. I have 1,300 gold. There's a man over here in this house by the name of Tiresias. If you give him 500 gold, he will teach you other skills, and if your skills are up a little bit, he will give you skill points instead. I would like to learn from him. He is a great lore master. He truly is, and I'll give him 10 Imperials. He will reject it. If I try to bluff him with streetwise and charisma, I will fail in this conversation, and I will not be able to have a conversation with him again. I think I'm right about that. I'm not certain, but so I will pay him the 500 points. And my lore has increased, so I've gained 1 point in that, and he's given me 5 civil skill points. That's a small price. 500 is a small price to pay to get any skills increased. And so you can talk with him and find more game lore about the war, the ancient gods and demons. So far now we've seen none, but in time we will encounter them. And we're just gonna get out of that, because that would be too much time, for this walkthrough. I'm trying to show some basic strategy, but now if you look at where we got, we're doing good. We're sitting good on skill points, and we have now have a lore of 4. That helps. And what we're gonna do some fighting pretty shortly. But I was sent here, the main storyline quest. I'm supposed to be searching for a temple. I have a map. And so I was sent by Lord Antidus in Tehran to talk to, I think the guy's name is Domitius, however you say it. So I talk about my quest. And he adds Ganazar. Do not go to Ganazar yet. Do not do it. You will lose half your quests in this city. You lose out on a lot of potential skill points. And so we'll talk about a little bit of lore. And at the end of the conversation, you'll get 18 skill points. And then when you come out, you will go see Lord Galeus. We killed his guards. He is House Aurelian. We killed his guards. Vlad the Impaler killed his guards at the mining outpost, and so he wants me to go to work for him, and I'm not going to go to work for him, but I will tell him that I'll think about it. So I'm not going to say I'm yours to command, my lord. It could probably throw off my quests, and I will just consider it. Okay, I want to check this conversation and make sure I kind of sped through it. Okay, yeah, he gave me my points. And once again, I have to re-equip. And we can take care of, how about we go do another fight or two. I will go and discover the slums, and there's a group of bums. There's 4 of them. They'll be waiting. First, somebody wants some money. Leon wants some money to show me around, and I will say thanks, but no. And here we have a fight on our hands. We're just going to take this option. These guys, they're not very tough. We're not going to worry about them. Just going to go toe-to-toe with them. Well, I still have a skill level of 3 on my spear. It was about time I up it. I think while I have a little bit of poison left on my spear, because this guy has the only sword in the crowd, he's got the potential to do the most damage, and we have 1 more shot of poison, and I'm not really gonna, oh good deal, critical strike, not gonna worry about putting another vial of poison on my spear, because these guys, they're not gonna be hard to beat. So I just attack this bum, and the other ones, I'll let the poison work on them a little bit again before I fight them. Oh, I do believe I'm going to get pinned. I'm going to have to push, yes. I'm going to have to push my way out. Dumb. Alright. Gonna move out here now. I do that before I make a stab at somebody. Let's see, are we coming up to another obstacle? Yes, we are. Let's keep backing and stabbing. Okay, this is good. This is good. I got these guys pinned in a pretty good spot. Good deal. Vlad the Impaler strikes again. I love it when that happens. And these guys don't really have anything I want. I'm going to end up coming into about 10,000 gold in the not too different future. I think I'll do a few more things before we wind down on this episode. There's a man standing by a well here in the slums, and his friend went into the well to find some treasure, drowned, and so he wants me to take the risk now, which I really don't mind. I'll go ahead and do it because we're going to find something really nice down here. So my guy, he is now in the well. We're going to swim around a little bit, and he actually stripped down to his tighty-whitey so he could swim. I guess you need to do that in this game. I'll go deeper, go in, go left, examine it, go back, go forward. Okay, so we got us some points for finding this chamber. And this is something that a player, a lore master, or someone skilled in lore would certainly find interesting. It's a doorway. Where would it go? Apparently, if you power it up, you can go somewhere. And eventually, we will. Because we have a good perception at 8, we find some alchemical compounds and iron balls. Pays off again, that high perception. We have blue steel and we have sky metal. I don't know if I'm going to get my crafting high enough to craft something, but this is the best. It's the best metal you can get in the game if you really want to craft some good gear later on. And who knows, we might. And I'm getting another, like I said, those few points that I put at the beginning, I only raised each of these to 3. They're going to continue to pay off. And what I got from it, I got what appears to be a respirator. And I do believe I got 2 tubes. I have 1 tube that I found in the Aurelian mines. We want these tubes. The dialogue is a small glass tube encased in elaborate metal framework, very warm to the touch, contains what appears to be constantly shifting liquid fire. Very nice. So we've gotten everything we can, and we'll go back out. And I don't have to give this guy any money, but I'll just give him a little bit of gold because I can spare it now, and it'll give me a word of honor increase. Okay, he wants his cut. Here you go. Have 100 pounds, and that or 100. Well, it depends on what country you live in, I guess. You know, it works in England. Good. I'll go ahead and suit up. And from here, I have discovered a good many parts of the city. So I think I'd be happy to go back to the main gate because I can go and pay a few hundred Imperials and get me a room to put some of my stash, check my stash, and pick a few more locks and do a little bit more sneaking and get a few more skill points. And once again, this dialogue, it just covers the history. It's the lore of the game, and it's really good to read. I usually do read most of it, even if I've read it before. When it comes to the wars and the old gods and the Magi, the Kentari, it really makes for a nice atmosphere. But what I will pay the money, and I think I might be running a little bit low. I wouldn't call that exactly low. I'm going to be rich here pretty soon. Okay, there's a door with some sleeping people, but my sneak is not good enough to walk in there, and my sneak is not high enough. I'm not getting any more sneak anyways, but I will still take that point for that door. And I will be able to get another point for this door. Another point for sneaking into this empty room. If I try to pick that container, I will die. I will loot what's on the shelf. And this is my room now. I have one like it in Terran. And I have stash. I can put in there. I don't need either of these two types of metal as of yet. And just in case, I doubt I'll get my alchemy high enough to use these materials. I will get my alchemy high enough to use the sulfur. It makes acid vials you can throw to do damage and destroy armor, as well as damage the target's health. But this will be for down the road. Kind of like where things are right now. Carrying an extra arrow. I stated previously, if you want to sell arrows, you have to have a stack of 10, so I don't have a stack of 10. And I'm going to sell this loot. And I'm thinking about this episode. Let's see what this is. I believe this will be episode 6. And I'm thinking I may have put enough time into this episode, and so what I'll do, I'll save game here, and then that way all the selling and the business will be outside the video, and I will be back with another episode. Thanks for watching, if you happen to have watched. This is Dork Rambler. Goodbye.